Hello everyone. In preparation for revising your own resume, I thought we might try a little practice here. So let's take a look. Here's a sample resume entry, just one job experience that this person had with 3 bullets describing some of the things that they did in this job. So why don't we take a look at this third one, delegated responsibility and supervised interns. Let's drag this down here into this little box and see if we can think about how we might use the opportunity in our resume to tell a little bit more about not only what we did, but how we did it. So let's take a look at the first half of this, delegated responsibilities. So how do you do that? Like, how does one delegate? What are the steps involved? I think part of the thing that you would do is identify the various skills and abilities of interns. I should also say that spelling is very important in your resume. So, identify the various skills and abilities of interns, and what? What do you want to do? So once I've done that, I want to match the interns with jobs that are reflective of those abilities, and assign responsibilities accordingly. Oops, sorry. It's a little pressure. Okay. But I guess part of that is to, after I identify who's good at what and I assign them a responsibility, I also want to kind of assess their performance. So I should probably include that. Conducted performance assessments, and once I conduct a performance assessment, I have to tell the person I assessed how they did, so I provided feedback in a kind of a, why would I do that? I guess because, well, I want my interns to always get better, so I would say in a model of continuous improvement. Okay, so we've gone from, I've only really looked at these 2 words really, delegated responsibility. So identified the various skills and abilities of interns and assigned, see the editing process never ends, responsibilities accordingly. Conducted performance assessments and provided feedback in a model of continuous improvement. I think in order to talk about supervision, we may need to kind of think about what does supervision entail, and that really has to do with, I think, performance assessments and feedback. So we may have kind of captured both halves of that bullet into in this one sentence. Now there are other things missing here I think we should consider. The first thing is, how many interns were there? So let's pick a number 3. Probably you're better off with the text. 3 interns and assign responsibilities accordingly. So what I'm trying to get across here is the idea that the general approach to resume writing is that we're going to say as little as possible and make a list. But what I'm advocating for you is to try and describe how you did what you did. Remember, the how is much more important than the what. The what you did is really almost idiosyncratic to a specific experience, in this case one at Best Buy. What I want to know is how you did it. Because if I know that you know how you did it, that means that you can do it again. You can repeat that activity for me in a different context, right? You possess a skill. So the how you did is really providing your potential employer with insight into your skill set. It also gives you a chance to kind of use the language of business to give the sense of yourself as a person who's familiar with this language, who understands professional and business settings and culture. So what I'd like you to do is try and apply this process to your own resume. So take a look at just one part of your resume, just one bullet or one job entry, and try to make it more specific. I don't want you to worry about the length of the piece. Of the entry in your resume, really so much as the specificity of it. So when you post your resume on the discussion board, hopefully it will have gone through a process of revision. If you haven't written a resume before, it'll be more difficult to revise something obviously that doesn't exist, but keep in mind this small process that I've laid out for you. Thanks very much.